Hello, my friends that are tuning in later. We are reviewing strategies for solving multiplication problems today, which is part of your Learning Opportunities packet. So we're going to review a couple of them. I'm going to show you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different strategies for solving the same question so that you can use this as an example to help you conquer some multiplication that might be in your Learning Opportunities packet, or great strategies you can use while you're working to memorize your multiplication facts. So I'm hoping that I can share this screen with you. Let's see, switch camera. And here we are. So here is my whiteboard, and I'm hoping it's gonna not be super blurry the whole time, but we're just gonna do the best we can. So the multiplication problem that we're gonna work on solving first is going to be, let's do, how about 3 times 4? Okay, and I know a lot of you already know the answer to this, but we're going to review different ways that you can solve it. So the first way that I have a group of kids that are sitting here live right now, and we came up with some strategies that they remember from class. And so the first one that they mentioned was an array. So an array is equal groups and equal columns. So it's going to be a number of counters or pieces that you place into equal rows and equal columns to represent this question. So when we read 3 times 4, we read 3 as 3 rows. So I'm going to start my 3 rows. So I have 3 rows, and then I'm going to place 4 in each row. So I already have 1, so I'm going to add 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to do that for all of these so that I have 3 rows with 4 in each row. And then the total number of pieces that I have here is the answer to 3 times 4. So that's my array strategy, okay? And I have 12 pieces here, which is 3 times 4. So that's the first one. The second one that they came up with was equal groups. So we look at equal groups very similarly to how we looked at an array, except instead of rows and columns, we're going to have groups with numbers in each group. So for this one, I have 3 groups. So I'm going to draw my 3, 1, 2, 3, with 4 in each group. So I'm going to add my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and so my total for 3 times 4 is the number of lines that I drew here, and there are 4, 8, 12 of those here. So this strategy was called equal groups. Whoops. Okay, the next strategy that the group came up with was repeated addition. So I'm going to write that here for you. Okay, and so with repeated addition, I'm going to repeatedly, meaning over and over again, add 3 4 times. So I'm going to have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And if I use that, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. And so 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, the next one that the group wanted to talk about was, let's see, skip counting. Okay, and with skip counting, we start with 3 and we skip or count by 3s 4 times. So we're going to go 3, 6, 9, 12. And because I skip counted by 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and let's see, the last two, oh no, the last, just one more, is number line. So oftentimes you'll see that the teacher or the worksheet that you're working on has drawn the number line for you. That won't always be the case, so I'm going to draw it for you now, and you can choose to draw your own and follow along. Okay, and with number line, I'm going to draw a straight line, Number lines are continuous, meaning that they go on and on and on forever. So with my number line here, I'm going to draw those arrows on the end to show that my number line is never ending. Number lines in elementary school start with 0. So I'm going to put that 0 on the end of my number line. And I know that I'm going to be skip counting by 3s because this question is 3 times 4. Okay, so I'm going to start labeling my number line by skip counting by 3. So I have 0, and if I skip count by 3, the next one would be 3, then the next one would be 6, 9, 12, 15. And the reason that I went past 12 is because I'm using this as an example as if I didn't know the answer to 3 times 4. So if you didn't know the answer, you would just skip count as far as you thought you had to go and then add on as necessary. So when we skip count on a number line, we start with 0, and I'm going to skip count by 3 4 times. So here's 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, and 4 jumps. So I skip counted by 3s 4 times, and I ended up at 12. So 3 times 4 is 12. Okay? So those were the 5 strategies that we remembered from the classroom. So those are the ones that I chose to share with you this morning. So I hope that those are good examples that will help you as you start to conquer some questions in your learning opportunities packet. The last thing that I want to show you before I stop this recording is I'm going to share my screen with you one more time and bring you to our Seesaw account. Okay, and so here's my Seesaw account. Mine looks a little bit different than yours because mine is the teacher's view, not the student's view. But your student in our class should be able to log on to Seesaw. If you need a reminder, the login to get to Seesaw is app.seesaw.me. And so if you type that in, then you should be brought to your logon screen where you can sign in. So if you're watching this video live or if you're watching this on replay, I put on Seesaw a multiplications model activity for you. And so if you click here, this is what yours will look like. And so it has 5, it actually has 6 of the strategies. 5 of them we talked about, and I will show you really quick before we sign out this last one here. So you'll sign in, you'll pick any multiplication sentence that you want, and hopefully just 1 digit by 1 digit would be best, but if you want to do 1 digit by 2 digit, that's fine. But feel free to challenge yourself, and you can always do it twice. So you're going to write the multiplication sentence up here that you wanted to show me, and then you're going to show that multiplication sentence to me in 6 different ways. So equal groups, array, repeated addition, number line, skip counting, and then the last one is area model. And so area model, this one is a bonus. I'll make that one optional for you because we haven't had a chance to talk about area in the classroom yet. But let me stop sharing this screen with you. So this again is in your Seesaw, so you want to go in and sign in and do this and turn it into me as an option for something that you can accomplish during your time at home today. So really quick before we sign out, I just wanted to show you, let's see, just wanted to show you the last way that you can do this, which is an area model. So I'm just going to share this whiteboard with you really quick. And so with an area model, if I'm going to tackle that same question, 3 times 4, okay, this is super similar to an array, except instead of drawing dots, I'm going to draw a box. And so finding the area of something is something we haven't talked about yet because we've been out of school. But I can show you really quick. So when you find area, you multiply the length of something. So in this case, I'm going to label the length as 4, okay, by the width of something. And so this is 3. So finding the area means the space that is encompassed in this shape. So all of this space here, this would be this shape's area. So to find that, I multiply 4 times 3 or 3 times 4. It doesn't matter because of the commutative property. And I know 3 times 4 is 12. So showing an area model just means drawing this box here and showing that you understand that 4 times 3 represents the space inside this shape. Okay? So that's all I have for you today. I hope that that helped you. And please let me know if you have any questions. I will talk to you all later.